Have you ever noticed your balance just isn't what it used to be, even if you can't quite explain why? It might not start with a fall. Sometimes it's subtle, grabbing a wall while getting dressed, taking smaller steps on uneven ground, or feeling hesitant stepping off a curb. Over time, that quiet shift in balance turns into a louder, more constant fear of falling. The truth is, most people don't talk about it. But balance doesn't suddenly vanish. In many cases, it slips away because of 5 common yet preventable mistakes. The good news, once you understand these mistakes, you can interrupt the decline, and in many cases, even reverse it. In this video, we'll break down the 5 most overlooked reasons balance fades with age. Each one may seem minor, but together they can chip away at your confidence, limit your independence, and make everyday movement feel risky. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, and want to stay sure-footed without fear or hesitation, these tips can help turn cautious steps into confident strides. So stay with us until the end, because we're not just highlighting what's going wrong, we're giving you clear, practical steps you can take today to improve your stability and protect your freedom. Let's dive in. Mistake 1. Ignoring ankle and foot strength. Many people assume balance issues begin in the hips or brain, but it actually starts lower in your feet and ankles. These are the first parts of your body to react when the ground shifts. Whether you're stepping off a curb, walking on uneven grass, or catching a stumble, it's your ankles that adjust your posture, absorb the shock, and send signals to your brain to stay upright. As we get older, we often lose strength and mobility in our ankles, mostly because we stop using them in ways that challenge them. Thick-soled shoes, decades of walking only on smooth indoor floors, and avoiding barefoot activity all play a part. Over time, these habits cause stiffness and weakness, and when your ankles lose power, even the smallest misstep can throw you off balance. When ankle imbalances go unchecked, they cause small stumbles, hesitation, and eventually falls. I once worked with George, a 76-year-old, who told me his feet felt slow to react. He hadn't had any injuries, and his vision was fine, yet he kept tripping. We checked his ankle flexibility, and it was extremely limited. After just 2 weeks of doing basic exercises like foot circles, towel scrunches, and calf raises, his balance noticeably improved. I didn't think my feet mattered that much, he told me. Now I know better. If you want to check yourself, try this: stand barefoot and rise up on your toes. Can you do it without wobbling? Now try standing on one foot. Do your ankles feel stable and engaged? If not, you're not alone, but that's your signal. Your foundation, the base of your balance, is asking for more attention. And the best part, strengthening your feet and ankles doesn't require any special tools. It starts by reactivating the muscles you've stopped using. Try walking barefoot on safe, varied surfaces. Roll a tennis ball under your foot. Stretch your calves regularly. Practice walking slowly and intentionally, focusing on how your feet land and push off. These small movements wake up the muscles that have gone dormant. When your ankles are strong and reactive, you stand taller, step more smoothly, and catch yourself quicker. You'll feel it when turning, changing direction, or navigating tricky terrain. Neglecting foot and ankle strength might seem like a small oversight, but it's often the first domino in a longer chain of balance issues. And once you start fixing it, everything above it, your knees, hips, and posture, can stabilize. A stronger foundation leads to better balance, plain and simple. Mistake 2. Skipping balance training entirely. The second mistake is one that creeps in quietly. It's the habit of avoiding any kind of balance training. Most people don't treat balance like a skill. They assume it's automatic, like breathing. But balance is complex. It requires coordination between your muscles, joints, inner ear, vision, and nervous system, all working together every second you're upright. System all working together, and just like any skill, if you don't use it, you start to lose it. As we get older, we naturally become more cautious. We slow down, avoid uneven ground, and stop reaching or twisting as much. At first, that caution seems smart. It prevents slips in the moment. But over time, it creates a dangerous cycle. The less we challenge our balance, the more it weakens. I remember working with Linda, 73, who said, "I just try not to move too fast anymore." But when she tried walking heel to toe down a hallway, she was surprised by how off balance she felt. "I had no idea I'd lost that," she told me. "I thought I was being careful, but I've been too careful." And she's not alone. Most people only realize they've lost balance after a close call. But the good news, you don't need to do anything risky to improve it. Simple daily habits like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, walking in a straight line with your arms out, or doing light Tai Chi moves can help. You can even just stand still with your feet together and close your eyes for a few seconds, just enough to challenge your body to react. These small movements light up the pathways between your brain and your body. They remind your muscles how to shift, adjust, and stabilize again. And over time, that doesn't just rebuild your physical strength, it rebuilds your confidence. People with good balance move differently. They don't hesitate when they step. They don't shy away from crowds or curbs. They walk taller, reach farther, and trust themselves in motion, and that trust changes everything. If you've been avoiding balance work, whether from fear, habit, or lack of awareness, remember this: it's never too late to get better. Even in your 70s or 80s, your brain and body can still reconnect. Those stabilizing muscles can still learn. You just have to start asking them to work again. Begin with 5 minutes a day, just 5 minutes of focused, simple balance training. Because the best time to strengthen your balance was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us keep creating content designed to keep you strong, steady, and thriving in the years ahead. And turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires. Now let's move forward. Mistake 3. Using improper or unstable footwear at home. One of the most overlooked mistakes many older adults make is wearing the wrong type of footwear inside the house, or worse, going barefoot on smooth floors. While it might feel more comfortable or convenient, it quietly sets the stage for slips and falls. Our feet are the very base of our balance system. If they're unsupported, your entire body has to work harder to stay steady. Think about it: if you're wearing worn-out shoes with no arch support, loose slippers that slide off easily, or just walking around in socks, your feet can't do their job properly. They're missing the grip, structure, and stability needed to respond when the ground shifts. I once spoke with Jack, age 79, who said, "I always walked around in socks, even at night." He didn't think much of it until one evening when he slipped on a rug. "It wasn't the rug," he admitted, "it was my socks. I didn't realize how slick they were." That near fall made him rethink everything. When your shoes don't grip the floor or your foot slides inside them, you lose control. Shoes with high heels, overly soft soles, or too much cushion can actually reduce ground contact, making it harder for your brain to detect movement and correct posture. That slight delay in reaction is sometimes all it takes to cause a fall. Your brain and feet work together, and if your shoes interfere, you're putting yourself at risk without realizing it. But this is an easy fix, and one that makes an instant difference in your daily confidence and stability. So what should you wear instead? Choose footwear that offers solid arch support, a wide flat sole, and strong non-slip traction. Many seniors benefit from shoes made specifically for aging feet, or just a quality pair of supportive sneakers. Around the house, non-slip socks or snug-fitting house shoes with rubber soles work great too. The key is safety, not fashion. Your shoes should feel secure, stable, and grounded, like an extension of your own body. Because when your feet have a firm foundation, your balance naturally improves. Wearing the wrong shoes doesn't just make you uncomfortable, it chips away at your stability, little by little. But wearing the right shoes can do the opposite. They help you move more confidently, reduce hesitation, and lower your risk of falling dramatically. And the best part, the change is simple. So take a look at what's on your feet right now. A small adjustment in your footwear might be one of the most powerful ways to stay steady, safe, and sure on your feet for years to come. Confidently. It's one of the easiest fixes you can make today. Check your shoes, make sure they fit well, offer real support, and keep you steady. That one small change can transform your balance, build confidence, and dramatically reduce your fall risk. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a future video. Your support means a lot and helps us continue creating content designed to educate and empower you. Now let's move on. Mistake 4. Over-reliance on furniture or walls to walk. One habit that silently weakens balance is depending too much on wall, counters, or furniture for support while walking through your home. It might feel like a safe choice, but in the long run, it's one of the worst habits for your stability. When we consistently use outside objects to steady ourselves, we're no longer training the muscles and systems in our body responsible for keeping us upright on their own. Over time, this actually teaches your body that it can't be trusted to stay balanced without help. Each time you reach for a counter or slide your hand along the wall, you're reinforcing the idea that your body can't handle walking unaided. That signal weakens your muscle coordination and balance response, two things that need to stay sharp as we age. I once worked with Sarah, 75, who had used her cane and furniture to move through her home for years. She didn't realize how dependent she'd become until we challenged her to walk short distances without them. I didn't notice how often I leaned on the wall, she said. But after a few weeks of guided exercises, her posture improved, and she began walking more freely, with greater confidence. The truth is, the more we rely on external support, the more our internal systems for balance start to shut down. Your leg muscles, your hips, your core, they all play a critical role in keeping you upright and stable. But if they aren't regularly used, they begin to weaken. It's just like any muscle, use it or lose it. Over-reliance on furniture also robs you of the chance to strengthen your reflexes, the quick adjustments your body needs to make when something throws you off balance. Without regular challenges, those reflexes slow down and your reaction time drops. So how do you break the habit? Start small. Practice walking short distances in your home without using support. Keep a chair nearby, just in case, but try to rely on your own balance. Incorporate light strengthening moves, like mini squats, side steps, or shifting your weight side to side while standing tall. It's also helpful to walk on different surfaces, barefoot on carpet, then on firm floors, so your feet get used to adjusting naturally. Your body is more capable than you think, but you have to give it the chance to prove it. Trust your body again, and with practice, it will reward you with strength and steadiness, reacting quickly to sudden shifts in weight or direction. Here's a simple test. Walk across your living room without touching anything. Were you steady the whole way, or did you instinctively reach out for support as soon as you started moving? If your answer leans toward the latter, that's your cue to start training your body to move independently again. Begin small, walk just a few steps without help, then rest a hand on a chair or countertop if needed. Slowly build up your distance each day. This kind of practice helps restore not just your balance, but also your body's trust in itself. What's more, it's a shift in mindset. When you stop relying on walls and furniture, you're sending a powerful message to your brain. We've got this. That inner belief that you can move safely and steadily is just as important as the physical training. Over time, the simple act of walking without leaning becomes a statement of independence. You'll stand taller, move with more control, and feel less anxiety about falling, because every step taken on your own builds not just strength, but self-trust. And that trust changes the way you move through the world. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't already, I invite you to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss future videos. Your engagement helps us continue creating quality content designed to support your health, confidence, and independence. Now let's move on to the final mistake that might be quietly chipping away at your balance, one that's easy to overlook, but critical to address. Mistake 5. Ignoring vision and inner ear health. This last mistake might surprise you. Your eyesight and your inner ear are deeply connected to your ability to balance. In fact, every step you take relies on visual cues and signals from your inner ear to keep you steady. When those systems start to weaken, your brain receives less accurate information about where you are in space, making it harder to stay upright. Unfortunately, many older adults skip regular checkups that could catch these issues early. Let me tell you about Tom, 80. He had always been an active man, but recently he noticed himself stumbling more often, especially in crowded places or unfamiliar environments. At first, he chalked it up to getting older, but when he finally got his vision checked, the results surprised him. His depth perception had declined significantly. He also saw a specialist for dizziness and learned his vestibular system wasn't functioning at full strength. With new glasses and some simple vestibular exercises, Tom saw a dramatic improvement. Your inner ear, also known as the vestibular system, is what helps your brain detect movement, head position, and balance. When it's off, even slightly, you might feel dizzy, disoriented, or unsure on your feet. Combined with poor vision, the effects can multiply. That's why it's so important to stay on top of your eye health and see a doctor if you notice changes in your equilibrium, especially when turning your head or moving quickly. These signs aren't just getting older, they're calls for action. The good news: many balance issues related to vision or the inner ear can be improved. Get regular eye exams, make sure your glasses are up to date, and ask your doctor about vestibular therapy if you feel dizzy or off balance. Simple head-turning exercises, balance drill, or even certain medications can make a big difference, because your eyes and ears aren't just senses, they're sensors, and keeping them sharp is key to moving safely, confidently, and freely as you age. Went to the eye doctor. He discovered that his vision had deteriorated more than he realized. This made it difficult for him to judge distances or spot uneven patches in the ground, things he used to navigate with ease. On top of that, his hearing had declined, making him less aware of small shifts that affect balance. Once both issues were addressed, new glasses for vision and a hearing aid for clearer sound, Tom noticed a huge change. I never realized how much I was missing, he told me. Once I could see and hear better, it felt like I had my balance back. The key takeaway is this: vision and vestibular issues are treatable, and yet too many people ignore them or assume it's just a normal part of aging. Regular eye exams are crucial, not just for reading, but for safe movement. Make sure your glasses give you clear vision at all distances. Likewise, if you're experiencing frequent dizziness, vertigo, or a feeling of being off balance, don't wait. Visit a specialist who can check your inner ear and recommend treatment options. These small steps can make a huge difference in preventing fall. When your eyes and ears are functioning well, they give your brain the accurate information it needs to keep you steady. Your brain processes visual and spatial data, then quickly tells your muscles how to respond. That's how you regain balance after a stumble, or navigate a tricky step without even thinking about it. But when one part of that system is off, your body struggles to adapt. That's why it's so important to protect these senses as you age. They're your silent partners in every step you take. So don't let poor vision or an untreated vestibular issue quietly rob you of your independence. Schedule those checkups, wear the right prescription, and don't ignore symptoms like dizziness or blurred vision. By taking care of your eyes and ears, you're strengthening your whole balance system. And that means you can keep walking, standing, and moving with confidence and clarity today and for years to come. These small health habits are truly foundational. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 5 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. Click subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your support helps us keep making content that educates, motivates, and empowers you to live with strength and confidence. Now let's wrap things up with a few final thoughts you won't want to miss. Final thoughts. Now that we've covered the 5 most common mistakes that quietly steal your balance, take a moment to reflect. Have you been making any of these? The truth is, most of us have, without even knowing it. But the good news is that every one of these mistakes is fixable. With just a little intention and daily practice, you can begin rebuilding your strength, restoring your balance, and regaining your confidence step by step. Balance isn't just about avoiding a fall, it's about living fully. It's about walking into a room without hesitation, climbing stairs without fear,
and knowing your body will catch you if you misstep. By strengthening your ankles, practicing balance, wearing the right shoes, walking without support, and staying on top of your eye and ear health, you give yourself the best chance to stay steady and strong at any age. These are small changes with a big impact. So here's your challenge. Pick just one of these 5 areas to work on this week. Maybe it's doing calf raises every morning, switching to better footwear, or finally booking that eye exam. Whatever you choose, know that you're investing in your future mobility, independence, and peace of mind. And every step forward counts. You're not too old, it's not too late, and you're capable of more than you think. Thank you for spending this time with us today. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment, share the tip that resonated most with you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Your engagement keeps this channel going and keeps this community strong. Until next time, take care of your balance and take care of yourself. You can make changes in your own life. It's not about being perfect, it's about being proactive. Every one of these mistakes can be corrected with just a bit of awareness and small intentional action. Strengthen your ankles and feet. Make balance training part of your daily routine. Choose shoes that truly support you, and don't shy away from walking without leaning on furniture. Care for your eyes and ears, because they're just as vital to your balance as your muscles. These small steps don't just improve your balance, they change how you feel about your day-to-day life. Whether you're taking a walk, chasing your grandkids, or simply standing up from the couch, good balance helps you feel more confident and in control. It keeps you mobile, independent, and free. And the best part, it's never too late to start. Even if you've had issues with balance before, you can improve, often more than you'd expect. By paying attention to these simple areas and making small changes, you're not just improving how you walk, you're building a more stable future. A future where your balance reflects your effort, your care, and your commitment to staying strong. Take action today, and your body will thank you tomorrow. Remember, balance is a mirror of how well you've taken care of yourself. And with a few intentional steps now, you can move confidently for years to come. Thanks for joining us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned from this video and how you plan to apply it. Your voice matters, and your words might even help someone else take the first step. Reading your comments keeps us inspired and motivated to keep going. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Your support means the world to us. We'll see you in the next one.